Hey guys, it's Leah. I'm back with another video. I haven't been on YouTube as much lately because of school, and I'm trying to focus and get that degree. But today's video, I want to acknowledge the importance of self-love and self-acceptance. I was going to upload a video back in February since it was Valentine's Day about self-love as a single, but I was too lazy and I forgot. So I thought we should acknowledge self-love every day, not just on one particular holiday of the year. But today's video, I want to address the importance of self-love on any given day, whether you're single or in a relationship or even married. It's important to be secure in who you are, because if you're not secure in who you are, then other people, won't really trust you or have faith in you. It's important to learn how to love yourself, because once you love yourself, you don't have to worry about the approval of other people. So, just learn how to be comfortable with who you are. Don't try to be a people pleaser. Like earlier today, I went to this little women's conference at my hosted by, my university, Stevenson. They kicked off this conference, a 3-day conference. It's called the Women of Stevenson Weekend. I actually went for the first time last year, and it was a great experience. They had different lectures and different breakout sessions, that celebrated women and empowered women. And, today's particular speaker, who is a administrator, or maybe she's a faculty member at Stevenson, she talked about the importance of self-love, choosing honey instead of Splenda. And so if you guys aren't aware of your condiments, Splenda is basically an artificial sweetener that we use typically in coffee or teas, that basically replaces sugar. And unfortunately, Splenda, as sweet as it may seem, it actually causes harmful side effects after you take it or ingest it, and it also causes a weird aftertaste as well. And then on the other hand, there's honey, and honey is more organic and more natural and authentic. And so basically, her name is Morgan, if you don't know who the speaker was who spoke about this topic. She basically explained that it's important, to be attracted to what is real, what is authentic. And it was basically especially on the basis of relationships, you want to have something real and authentic with another person, nothing fake or superficial. And that really spoke to me, because there's a lot of fake people out there, and real people come once in a lifetime. So you gotta be able to discern what is real and what is not real. And that's something that all of us, myself included, are learning each day. And how that ties into self-acceptance. You have to know your value. You have to know your worth. One particular quote that she mentions that, you can't let anybody treat you like free salsa. You gotta beat the guac. Basically, guacamole, I guess, Chipotle in particular, costs maybe a small fee, like maybe $2 or so. And that's pretty valuable, even for a small price. And salsa, they just hand out to you whenever it's convenient. And so, I'm going to sort of tie that analogy, to real life. So you can't let anybody treat you like crap. You gotta have standards. You gotta know yourself. How do I put it? Oh my goodness, I'm having a brain fart. I might have to edit that out. But you gotta know yourself. You can't allow anybody to treat you any kind of way, because if you don't, you have no sense of self-respect. And you have to, treat yourself with respect in order for others to treat you with respect. There's also another analogy or concept that I heard during a sermon. I think it was an online sermon. It was about, loving yourself, I guess from a biblical standpoint. And, God, I'm going to get a little bit theological, but God created all of us in his own image. And with regards to self-love, if we don't like ourselves, we're basically disrespecting God. Like, if we don't love ourselves, you can't love God, because there's somewhere in scripture that says, love the Lord your God with all your heart and soul. Also, love your neighbor as yourself. So, I'm going all over the place right now, but if you don't love yourself, you won't be able to love others. Like I said, if you disrespect the image that God created you to be, you're basically disrespecting his masterpiece, his workmanship. And so how this all ties into self-love, you just gotta love yourself. You gotta know that you're the ish. And you shouldn't let anybody's opinions tell you otherwise. And I know for me personally, I think for most of my life, now that I realize it, I think I've considered myself a people pleaser because I don't want to let people down. I want people to have faith in me. I want them to like me and accept me. But there have been cases when people just don't like me. And sometimes I would take it personal, like, okay, was it me? Did I do something wrong? But now I'm just like, it's okay if people don't like you. As long as you like you and you're comfortable with you, you don't really have to seek outward approval. I think I'm going in circles, but you get the gist of what I'm trying to say. But, at the end of the day, and even, all you really have is yourself. You have to face that man in the mirror. If you're going through some personal issues that you haven't dealt with, and you're putting on this fake persona towards people, then you're not really healed. You gotta face whatever issues that you're dealing with, and you gotta try to resolve that somehow. So, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, just learn how to be yourselves unapologetically and authentically. Like, I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, but please don't try to change or conform to any other standard, because if you do that, you're shortchanging yourself. Like, if you have to put on a different personality in each setting that you're in, then you are not truly yourself. This also reminds me of a conversation I had with my campus counselor about last year. And one of the topics we talked about during our session was authenticity. And one thing I think I mentioned was that, I'm very actively involved on campus, and in each organization or club I'm a part of, I put on a different personality just to, conform to that standard of the club. And she said, yeah, but what if you kept the same personality you have regardless of what club setting that you're in? And that got me thinking. I was like, okay. I thought I should be looking at the camera, but my eyes go everywhere. Anyway, I got distracted, but that got me thinking, okay, what if I just became myself regardless of the circle of people that I'm around? Like, that could change a lot. Because once you show your true self, then people will sort of gravitate towards you. But if you keep putting on this dog and pony show, nobody's gonna come for you. They're just gonna be like, oh, okay, she's doing too much, she's being too extra. And there have been situations where I've done that. I've pushed myself too much on people, and they sort of moved away because they're like, she's trying too hard, and this is making me uncomfortable. That's a whole nother topic in another video, but to sum things up for the billionth time, learn to love yourself. Learn to take care of you, because if you spend so much time trying to please others, you will eventually burn out. I'm not saying being considerate of others is a bad thing, but if you focus too much on other people and you don't have time for yourself, then that's not practicing proper self-care. And I know sometimes I struggle with self-care too, because there'll be days when I'll be working and not really have a time for sleeping, especially this week. This week was very, very hectic. Like, we got assignments, plus it's almost spring break, and I know people are trying to rush to put in grades in and do assignments, and right now I'm doing an assignment right now, but I decided to take a break because, I wanted to do this video since my channel hasn't been active for a while. But anyway, learn to love yourself, learn to be authentically you, and, live your best life and keep God first. For those of you that are believers, and for those that are not, I'm happy to share Christ with you. But learn to love yourself. Be you. Take care of yourself, because burnout is real. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video once it's been posted into the internet. Anyway, I was being silly. But yeah, have a great day, and I will see y'all next time.